What's up? It's Friday. It's the last Friday in July. Can you believe that? Today we're talking about new car prices, used car prices. What's happening there? Wet towels on Tesla Chargers and the abundance. You know this already. Of promo codes in your email from retailers. Talk about why that is this year.
On promo codes. It's unbelievable, actually.
I know. It's like I'm safe. I always want to like start commentating on the last story in the intro, but I'm not going to. Because
I know, because it's always
so
like
easy.
a side fun story, that isn't particularly related to auto. So we have like our own human opinions, It's that.
Right. Our own just like retail people opinions. Yep. Exactly. Oh, what's going on? We talked about it yesterday. We have a Soto Edge webinar, quick shot, 20, 30 minutes with our friend James Ganther of Mosaic coming in just a week and a half from now. We're going to talk about the CARS rule. And you've never heard the CARS rule be as fun as it's going to be at this webinar. So just go to asoto.com and sign up for the webinar.
Like yep.
Join us in person if you can. If you can't join us in person, you'll get the recording and be part of the conversation anyway. Always a good time. Also, go to asotocon.com and check out the new design aesthetic for AsotoCon 2025. It's going to be unbelievable. Go put your name in the email box because that's going to be like a little super secret first to know list that we have some stuff going for as we make more announcements. I know it's in May, it's 10 months away, but it's only 10 months away.
You're going to want to get on it quick because there's going to be good stuff coming along the way.
Actually, it's less than 10 months away.
Oh no, don't say it, Paul.
It's 9 and change. It's 9 and change, so we're doing pretty good. So just going back and forth with Kyle. Yes, Kyle's video is frozen for me for Nathan. I don't know. Your audio sounds fantastic, though. So
well,
I know.
Good. I'm glad to hear it.
Because, this is what happens when you have a desk setup that's more complicated than, the side cam works, is more complicated than, like Iron Man's lair. Now that you have all kinds of things going on, you got a new audio interface.
Exactly.
And this morning,
it
should have been plug and play. It should have been plug and play. Your video looks great now.
Oh, thank you. So you could have said I look great. It would have made.
Well, no, the video quality looks great. It's like, it's like, what do you say to a picture when someone's like, "Hey, what do you think about this picture?" You're like, "Oh, the lighting looks so good."
That
lighting, your photographer. How about that lighting?
Crush that angle. Yeah.
How about that lighting? Very talented photographer. How did they make it look like that? Let's talk about some news. Our friends over at Cars Commerce sent us a little early peek at this monthly insights report that they're releasing. And let's just give a shout out. Our friend Juliet Guerra, who used to be with NADA, is now with Cars Commerce. Congratulations.
Yeah,
give a little claps.
Really cool.
Juliet's been a fantastic partner for Asoto More Than Cars for a lot of years. And it's fun to see her working with some other friends over at Cars Commerce. So she shot us this and it has some great little insights in it. So we thought we'd talk about it on this morning's show. So basically, this is a monthly report that talks about their internal data. They obviously have a lot of access to first-party data and insights because of the number of users on the platform. So basically, the first half of the year is going to wrap up some larger insights, revealing despite increased inventory, prices are still holding steady on new cars. While used cars is a slightly different story. We've been talking around some topics like this anyway. Average new car price was down 1.2% to $49,106. So we're back under 50 grand. Demand was down almost 17%. That's in searches. And supply was up 13.4%. So if you do the math there, like the demand was down less or more than the supply. It's even, exactly. But prices as of right now are still holding steady. It'd be interesting to see what second half of the year holds. Obviously, it's going to differ by manufacturer. On the used side, average prices down overall 5.4% on the year, and they're down to $28,815. So that's not bad either. Also,
that's not bad. Getting like, you could get close to $30,000 with taxes and fees on the average price of a used car. You
could. Demand also down on used cars about 5.5%. Supply was down almost 4%. There was some relief for budget shoppers. Total vehicles priced under $30,000 grew 57%. That's new vehicles.
I love how, wait, real quick before you keep going, I love how like value shopping is now under $30,000.
Craziness.
And over $20,000 because there's no new vehicles left under $20,000. It's like value shopping for new cars. Minimum $460 a month payment, right?
I know.
Wild.
It's really a great point. The top 10 searched vehicles. Well, they did say that the basically the number was the searches. Oh, hold on. I got to get the stat right because it's not in the notes, but I know I saw it somewhere and I want to make sure I get it right. Oh, I'm going to find it. Oh, yeah. New vehicle inventory under 30,000, back to that point, is the fastest growing price category. So I think that's a little silver lining right there. That like that category, under 30,000,
incentives
catching up.
Pushing toward that. Yeah.
I feel like that's one of the biggest takeaways from the data. The top 10 search vehicles, get this. It's really a United States game right now. Ford F-150, Silverado 1500, Ram 1500, GMC Sierra 1500. Everybody wants the trucks, man.
Trucks.
Ford Bronco, Chevy Traverse, Ford Mustang, Toyota Tacoma, Toyota like an import at number 8. Jeep Wrangler at number 9 and Chevy Corvette. So Tacoma's the only import that made that list.
Only import. That's wild to me. That kind of blows my mind, even just from like a volume perspective in the U.S.
Right?
Wow.
Surprising. Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. Just like these are fun things that you just never think about. But hey, if you're selling Ford F-150s or Chevy Silverados, you got something to talk about. You know,
I'm selling those Rados.
Selling the Rados.
Selling the Rado. Hey, we're gonna be at Mohawk Chevrolet in like a week, a little over a week, right? Yeah. A week from Monday. So if you haven't seen their office,
if you haven't gone to TikTok and Instagram to go check out what Mohawk Chevy is doing,
do it. Do it. They were in USA Today this week. Such good friends. So we're going to be out there. We're actually going to be doing some More Than Cars shooting, and I got some fun surprises for you coming. So if you haven't seen any of that, go to morethancars.tv. We got a thing coming.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking about, you might have a thing coming.
Stop.
If you are I saw a picture of this one when we picked this story today. All right, Tesla is now cautioning owners against using a method to speed up charging that involves putting a soaking wet towel over the end of the charger, right where it goes into the vehicle. What could possibly go wrong? So Tesla drivers have been placing wet towels on supercharger connectors, claiming it increases charge rates. X-user, so Twitter user, out of spec, reported an increase. Get this, from 58 kilowatt speed to 119 kilowatt speed using this trick. It's almost double. Tesla's response, notably, placing a wet cloth on a supercharger cable handle does not increase charging rates and interferes with temperature monitors, creating risk of overheating or damage. Please refrain from doing so our systems can run correctly and true charging issues can be detected by our systems. Yeah. I mean, that wasn't the first thing that I thought of.
The first thing I thought of is slapping a little bit of wet next to a little bit of electricity, you know?
I mean, I guess it's direct current, so it's not the same as like alternating current. Yeah. So I mean, like boats and things, you know, but still, the reason is, right, what? It's going to think it can send more power through and it could give the car more than it can take at the moment, causing like the batteries to overheat.
Or the actual supercharger to overheat, like how much current is flowing through it. It has regulators as well. The cable has regulators,
trying to fool it at the point of like connection.
Golly, scary.
I mean, people
are crazy out there in the social media world.
Life hacks.
Speaking of life hacks.
Oh,
stop.
Segue.
Time.
Company named Simply Code did a survey and found that retailers issued an average of 9 unique promo codes. They got sales going on all the time, fam, in the first 6 months of the year, marking a 31% year-over-year increase, reflecting a growing trend among retailers and consumers alike. All right, here's the stats. The average discount rose to 17.6%, up from 17.17%, translating to an average savings of $33 per promo code, up from $27. Here's the most interesting one. Of households that make $175 to $199, 89% of them have used promo codes in the first half of the year, compared to 53% of households earning $10,000 to $25,000. 46% of 18 to 29-year-olds are motivated to shop by seeing a promo code versus 36% of those aged 30 to 44. And 30 60% of those people aged 40 to 60. So definitely the younger you are, the more interested you are in shopping because you saw a promo code. The most used promo codes include off, save, welcome, and free. It's like automotive kind of has been doing this a hot minute.
So, I mean, I think there's an element of, number one, my inbox and any retailer that I've been connected with, period, who I've bought like clothing from or little electronic items. Now I feel like, and this story kind of highlighted it for me, where I feel like there's never not a sale to the point, well, I will never buy something at full price from these places.
Right.
You feeling that?
I do too. Yeah. Like you almost wait. You just like, if
you don't have to wait,
something, you search for the promo code. If it doesn't exist, you just put it in your shopping cart, delete it, and come back a week later. Right. It's kind of the way that's the way I shop.
Well, I think this is also a really good like finger on the pulse when retail's doing this, like thinking of the auto industry as retail as a whole. If this is happening on like small ticket items, it's just a very clear indicator that like there's just so much pricing pressure, inflationary pressure, that it's not really dominating the news cycle at all, right? There's so many, like all of the political things are dominating the news cycle, right? And some like big unrest. But the reality it is, like this stuff is happening like throughout the retail industry. So when dealers are feeling it, it's like it's not going to get better.
Yeah, it's not just OEMs and dealers having price pressure with rebates and discounts. It's universal at this point, trying to incentivize purchasing behavior just because of inflation, interest rates, inflation in basic pricing. You know, even just going to the grocery store is more expensive. So I think that's why you see this use of promo codes. I do think that it's interesting that people in higher income households are utilizing promo codes more. I think maybe the incentive to purchase gets more exciting, and because there's maybe some some cash flow there, they're utilizing those promo codes more. So it's
still
like,
right. No matter how much money you got, it feels good to drop that promo code
to save. Yeah. So I think that's like a consumer behavior trait that you can look at, from a pricing or even advertising strategy to how to incentivize purchasing in higher income bands.
So we're going to end the show today with a little treat. Kyle and I, a couple weeks ago, were at the Beaver Toyota golf tournament, raising a lot of money for charities. Kyle's playing golf. I was riding with Patrick. So we're gonna run this like 2-3 minute vlog. It's a great way to kick into the weekend and just shows you when dealers get together to serve the communities, even in the midst of our abundance and affluence, right? There's a meaningful, significant impact that can happen. So let's roll the vlog, and it'll be a lot of fun to end Friday's show. Off all of this to help Beaver Toyota in Georgia raise over $100,000 for their community. But first, there's a golf tournament. Businesses from all over the county came together today to raise money for these charities.
Whoa, don't wait, touch that. $5, count it.
Each group out here playing today raised $2,500. I think there's 30 groups. Why did you start this golf tournament?
This community that we're in allows us to be successful. Giving back to the community is an important responsibility of a successful business in the community. There's 1,050 children who are homeless just in our county, and it hurts my belly to even think about that. So there's an immediate need. So we're going to throw that money right back to where they're going to use it.
How'd you break your arm?
I didn't break my arm.
Each hole is sponsored. That's $18,000 towards charity right there.
And how'd you break your arm?
I didn't break my arm.
How did you break your arm?
I didn't break my arm.
How'd you break your arm?
I didn't break my arm.
How did you break your arm?
I didn't break my arm.
Hey, how'd you twist your ankle?
I didn't twist my ankle. I broke my arm.
3-time World Masters Long Drive Champion.
And what are you doing here today?
I am out here raising money.
He's hitting golf balls really, really far, and people are paying him to do it.
Yes, that's even better.
Holy crap.
How'd you break your arm?
I didn't break my arm.
What is your very favorite part of this? A lot of things going on.
My favorite part is the live auction because egos get involved, so it's fun to watch, right?
1,500 in the back. We have 16. We have 17 from over here to the side. 1,800 and 1,900.
Kyle's out here somewhere playing while I'm doing all the work. I think I found him. There he is. He's not doing anything. He's not even playing golf. Just standing around.
Hey there, buddy.
Hey.
How you doing?
Better than you. Well, at least at golf.
What do you say I take your next swing for you?
That sounds like a terrible idea, but it's amazing.
Where do you think you're going? I'm hitting for you, son.
Don't you get in this cart. He's getting the club out the bag. He's really unsure. I've never seen someone deliberate so much without a caddy. Look at that walk. It's like he's done this before. He walks up to the shot, puts the ball down. That's the wrong way to put the ball down. Lines it up. Everybody out. Clear the fairway. What? It's in the grass, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Patrick, how'd you break your arm, bro?
I didn't break my arm.
After driving around a bit more, we met some people from the charities we're contributing towards.
So we provide community-based mentoring programs for youth K through 12 in our community.
Our charity, The Place, our mission is to assist the people of Forsyth and Dawson County with essential needs and to be self-sustaining.
And finally, it was time to get to the auction.
I need everyone to take out your credit card and pass it to your neighbor and tip like you always wanted to. Sold for $2,100. Sold, let's hear it. Sold in the back. Sold to the man in the J&A shirt. Let's hear it. We're going $900. We got $1,000. Let's hear it. Sold right here. Sold, let's hear it. Let's hear the door. Sold.
I didn't break my arm.
We love it when dealers band together to serve their communities, and Beaver Toyota just showed that they know how to serve their community today.
Today, we were able to give $120,000 to 3 amazing local charities.
Here at Beaver Toyota and really all across the country, proving that the automotive industry gives back in ways that so many people don't know about. And thanks to Patrick and the Beavers for showing the rest of us exactly what it looks like to care for our community as well.
You guys got a couple more holes in you? Nah. So how did you break your arm?
I didn't break my arm. I just broke my collarbone.
All right, that was a great, fun time. Thank you so
good.
much to Patrick Abad, the Beaver family, for inviting us out, letting us highlight the great things they're doing. Listen, it's the weekend. You got cars to sell. You got people to serve. Go out there and give.